Hey guys, good morning. It's Becky Bamboo. Today is Thursday, August 30th? Yeah, 2012. Today's the day we get to go home, which is nerve-wracking and exciting and everything all at the same time. It is 5 till 6 in the morning. I sent Zeke to the nursery again last night, about 11. We fed him, and we were going to keep him with us, but he was really struggling, like, spit up, and he spit up everywhere, like, all over himself, so needed to be cleaned up, and for some reason, I don't know what it is here, but like when they need to be cleaned up, like the nurses like want to just take him to the nursery and do it. I don't know if it's just easier that way or what, but so they took him down anyway, and I was completely exhausted. We had company literally all day here yesterday, so I never, like, we finally in the middle of the afternoon tried to lay down and get a little nap in, and like 40 minutes later more people were here, and it was like, oh my gosh, like you don't want to tell people to leave, but I'm really tired today, so looking a hot mess, feeling a hot mess, very emotional today. I don't know what the deal is. My hormones must be like, because I woke up crying, and I've been crying all day, and it's early yet. I woke up at about 3, and I was in quite a bit of discomfort. Up until today, I've just gotten by on extra strength Tylenol postpartum, but I'd been taking it pretty much around the clock, like every 4 hours, and I missed my dose last night at like 10, and then I fell asleep, so I didn't ask for it, and so at 3 when I woke up, my back was really hurting, and my perineum was really hurting, and so I took a small Vicodin at about 3 this morning, and I feel a lot better. I'm a lot more comfortable now. It's amazing how, like, it's not necessarily that you're in a lot of pain, it's just that you're uncomfortable. I did have, like, a tiny tear, so I have 1 stitch down there, which 1 stitch is like nothing. I know some of you have had way worse, so I have nothing to complain about. I'm trying not to complain about it. But my back from the epidural has been very, very sore. And it's kind of like in between a muscle pain and like a nerve pain. Like certain positions I get in, I get like a twingy nerve kind of like sharp pain. And then other times it just feels muscular. Plus I got my whooping cough vaccine, the pertussis vaccine yesterday, so my arm is really sore too. It's like, geez, isn't it enough yet? But anyway, my little guy went and got in this morning at about 5. I got up after my Vicodin kicked in and took a shower, and that shower makes you feel so much better. And so I went and got my little guy from the nursery early this morning, and he was due for feeding, so that's good. So I got a chance to feed him. Kind of struggled with that yesterday, just trying to figure him out, I guess, is he's just kind of a slow eater and slow burper, and so he wasn't getting a lot yesterday, but today he's been hungry, so he's eating a lot better today, which is nice. I'm a bottle feeder, I'm not breastfeeding, so they have these convenient little pre-made bottles of formula here, which is really nice, and they're sending us home with a few. It's Similac formula, so it's like the most expensive kind, but I get why people would use them because they're so convenient. But we're going to transition him to something different when we get home. So I'm just sitting here. I got him all fed, and he was wide awake this morning when I went and got him, which was kind of fun because he's really not opened his eyes a whole lot. A little bit yesterday evening, and then this morning he was wide awake when I got him, and Daddy was still sleeping, so I got to steal all the thunder for myself. So let me just show you what he looks like. He's in his little bassinet sleeping. There's my little Zekester. So he's doing really well. The nurses just told me to be patient with him with feeding, and he likes to take his time, so I need to not try to rush him and make sure that I'm burping him good, which he did great this morning, so hopefully no spit ups. We didn't have any spit ups yet. But last night after we fed him, it was like a while after, like an hour and a half later, and he's like spitting up, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? But, and he got really fussy and cryy, and I kind of like had like this anxiety thing all of a sudden. I was like, what did I do? I don't know what I'm doing with a baby. Why am I a mom? I'm sure that at some point everybody feels like that, but that was my like moment of like, I have to take this home tomorrow. Thank goodness my mommy's with me. She's at my house, so she'll be with me the rest of the week at least. And that makes me feel a little more comfortable knowing that, like, if I can't figure out what to do, maybe she can, and at least, like, tell me I'm not nuts. You know, I feel kind of nuts today. Especially, you guys can tell, like, I'm a crying fool today. I guess my hormones are all, like, being wacko after giving birth, and as soon as I saw him, I started crying. I'm like, what the heck? I don't know why. But, you know, we're doing good, so I wanted to kind of check in while I had a quiet moment. There has not been a lot of quiet moments. Jared's parents were here yesterday all day, which was so much fun. This is their first grandbaby, so it was neat to see them with him. And it's just kind of, I know we have a lot of years ahead of us, but right now it's all new and it's exciting, and I can't get enough pictures of him, and all he does is really sleep and eat and poop, and it's still like you can't get enough. So being a mom is pretty cool. So anywho, what else is going on? My doctor will be in this morning to discharge me, and then Zeke's pediatrician should be in to discharge him, and I don't know what time we'll go home. As soon as possible if I have my way. There's a convenience of being at the hospital because you can, when you want to sleep, you can just say, take this kid to the nursery. And it's nice to have nurses handy at all times. But I think we'll get into our routine better when we're at home. And quite frankly, I miss my bed so bad. Hospital beds suck. And my poor hubby has been sleeping on this, like, couch thingy, and he can't have been getting good sleep. There's no way. So, we're getting ready to order some breakfast here, and we have to watch a DVD of, I don't know what, I guess, about going home with baby, so hopefully that will have some good info. I don't think anything can prepare you for how overwhelmed you feel with your first child. I was talking to my dad last night, and he's like, oh yeah, it gets easier on the next one, but I remember how, like, scary it was on the first go-round, and yeah, I'm pretty scared today. I'm scared about a lot. But it's weird, you know, everybody told me, like, your motherly instinct will kick in, and I really think it's true, like, partly that, and partly, like, I've kind of, like, remembered things that I learned in nursing school, so I haven't felt so totally uncomfortable, and I think it's different when it's your child. Like, I've never been really good with babies, and I think it's different when it's yours, and you know, like, your hands are the ones that should be touching him, and I don't know, it's different. So the Zekesters, he's something else. That's what he is. I'm just as happy as I could be. You wouldn't know it from these tears that keep appearing at random times. I gotta ask my doctor about that. Like, is this normal? What is going on? Bleeding wise, I know some of you want to know how bad bleeding is. It's not been too bad for me. It's there. But it's like, whatever. You gotta deal with it. The sexy mesh panties they give you are actually very comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna wear them home because they're very comfortable. I know everybody's like freaked out about all that stuff, and I was too, and it's like, in the moment when things are happening, you just deal with it. Like, you just deal with what happens during labor and what happens during birth and aftermath. And it's like, I don't know, I think you put too much into it. Like, you scare yourself, kind of. So, looking back the last day or so at, like, how labor went, it was hard, especially with the epidural wearing off, but it's kind of like a distant memory now, really. Like, I mean, I'm still a little uncomfortable from everything, obviously, but it's getting so much better, so I realize in a couple more days it'll probably all be just like, whatever. It is what it is. So those of you out there who are dreading it, it's like, try not to work yourself up too much, because I think I gave myself too much anxiety about what was to come. So it's like your body just knows how to deal with it when you're in the moment, which is good. It's a little weird, I want to say, it's a little weird going from having a pregnant belly to, like, getting up out of bed the next day and looking in the mirror and going, oh, things are kind of, like, back to where they used to be. Like, my loose skin hangs where it used to hang, and it's not all gone, but it's just weird. Someone came and visited last night, and she was like, you wouldn't even know you just gave birth. Like, you look fabulous, and your body looks good, and I feel so much better with the baby out. That's what's weird, is it's like my body knew it needed to be out because my blood pressure has gone back to normal, and isn't that funny? Like, it's funny to me how I had great blood pressure pre-pregnancy, and then about 3/4 of the way through, it went to crap, and it went to crap fast, and then the day after I deliver, my blood pressure is back to what it was before I was pregnant. Like, my blood pressure yesterday morning was like 114/62, and it was like, and I had been like 156/101. That's a big difference. So I feel like my body just feels better. I feel more like myself again, and I feel lighter. Isn't that weird that you feel lighter? But I mean, I am probably a lot lighter. I'm looking forward to going home and weighing just to see how much lighter, because they don't weigh you at the hospital, which is like kind of a bummer. I wish they did, like, before, when you walk in the morning, and then when you leave. It'd be kind of neat to see that. But yeah, so we're going home, and I just thought I would check in with you guys and let you know that things are good, and they're kind of overwhelming right now, but yeah, it's okay. I feel like we're going to be okay. So, yeah, I'll check in with you guys sometime in the next few days if I get a chance, and yeah, say goodbye to my little baby. Say goodbye to my little baby. He's kind of opening his eyes. Poor Zeke. He's so tired. Okay. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for your love and support, as always. And somebody commented that his hair looks red, and it kind of is red. My dad is a redhead. None of my brothers or myself are redheads, but he may have a little red. It's kind of a strawberry blondish color, so everybody has a little different opinion of if it's actually red, or if it's the lighting, or if it's like his skin, because his skin tone is he's got a very pretty color. He's very pinky and very pretty. So I don't know, but it does look it looks very red. So we'll see what happens if Zeke ends up being red-headed or not. It'll be kind of fun to see. So anyway, thank you guys so much for everything, and I'll check in soon. Love y'all.